Hey, good morning. Happy Thursday to you. This is your girl, Coach O, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated, known as your procrastination strategist, behavior change expert, where I help you to build unshakable confidence. Stop procrastinating, and you got it. Get your dreams out of your head into your life. I pray that you are off to an amazing start to your day. We're not going to be on here long, but we're going to do what we do, and we're going to get out of your way. So let's do it. Go ahead and invite someone. If you would invite someone, if you would just share this out. Let people know that we are live. Share it. Good morning, Nikita. Thank you so much for joining. Good morning. Good morning. I pray that you are off to an amazing start. I pray that your week has been blessed. You see what the title of this live feed is, that we have that we are in poverty of our imagination. Woo! Yes. Poverty of our imagination. We have been in lack so long that we will not even imagine what we want to have. Good morning, Shanti. Thank you so much for joining. Good morning, Brother Warren. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much, Nikita. If we could hit the share button, invite someone, I will be so grateful for that. I want to first start off before we get into our topic today that we are kicking off Empowering 8 number 4. Yes, Empowering 8 number 4. We're kicking it off the first Thursday in August. If you have not secured your seat, go ahead. I don't know what you're waiting on. We're going to the next level. Yes, and so again, good morning, Belinda. Thank you so much for joining. Belinda, I need to get with you today. I have a design I need to send to you so we can get some t-shirts done. Yes, and so again, Empowering 8 number 4 is kicking off the first Thursday of August. If you have not secured your spot, do so. So you see what the title of this live feed is. You see what the title of the live feed is. And it says, we are in poverty of our imagination. That we have been in lack so long. Good morning, Wanda. Thank you so much for joining. We have been in lack so long that our mind is even impoverished. Lock me in. I got you, Shanti. You, and I will communicate with you, Shanti, outside of this live. It is so funny because when you think about your imagination, I love you too, Wanda. Thank you so much. When you think about, good morning, Camelia. Thank you so much for joining. So again, if you are just tuning in, we will be kicking off Empowering 8 number 4, the first Thursday of August. So if you have not secured your spot, go ahead and do so, because it is time for us to take it to the next level. Yeah, so you see what the title of this live feed is for like the third time. Poverty of our imagination. What in the world are you talking about, Coach? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I am so glad that you asked. We have done without for so long. We have robbed Peter to pay Paul. We've tried to figure this out to get this done. We've had to do this, that, and the third to try to make it. And so now our mind is impoverished to believe that what we have had is what we always have. What we've done is what we will always do. But that's not true. That's not true. What I like about life and what I like about opportunity, it doesn't matter what you've been through. It doesn't matter what you did. It doesn't matter what happened. Every day can be a new day. Every day can be a new start. Every day you can start today and almost erase everything that you did. And I know people will feel like, no, how you do that? Because we put in our minds that, that I can forgive and not forget and all this crazy stuff. But you got to stop spending your time focusing on what you want, what you don't want. You got to spend your time. Good morning, Diane. Thank you so much for joining. You got to put your time and your energy in the place that you want. See, we have the opportunity. We have the ability to have the imagination of images that we desire. Good morning, Dee. Thank you so much for joining. We have the opportunity and the ability to have images in our mind of what we desire. Why would we sit up and think about what we don't want all day long? I don't want to not be loved, and I don't want to be broke, and I don't want to be sick, and all these different sorts of types of things. Baby, I think of myself and see me, myself personally. I'm not going to talk about sick, all this, I'm this and I ain't none of that. I'm not none of that. You got to have the images in your mind of what you want. And see, when you can put it in your head, you will begin to see it in your hand. When you get it in your head, you'll begin to see it in your life. I remember when I was over the clouds, many, many miles up in the air, and I was on my way to the Netherlands on a company paid trip, 100%. From the time I left my driveway to the time I returned home, everything I did, everything I ate, everywhere I went, my company paid for it. I was gone for 2 weeks. It was in 2015. And when I think about that trip, you know how sometimes you have to pinch yourself to say that this is real. But see, I had imagined myself doing such a thing. I was able to go to the Netherlands. I was able to go to Queen Elizabeth's castle. I have pictures of myself in the castle. I was able to go to Corby, England. I was able to go to Amsterdam, all paid for by somebody else's dime. But see, when you put an image in your mind of what you want, and see, your imagination is free. Good morning, Robert. Thank you so much for joining. Can you all be so kind and let me know where you're tuning in from, and be so kind and share this out? Because I know that there is somebody in your circle. There is somebody in your circle. They have limiting beliefs because they believe where they was raised. They believe the family that they were born in. They believe the school that they went to, the city that they stayed in. They believe the job that they've had, the marriages and the experiences of life is preventing them from living the life that they desire today. But I come here to tell you that you got to get out of this impoverished mindset in your imagination, because your imagination is free. I don't care where you are. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care what you've been through. No, it does not matter where you've been, what you did, what you're doing. It doesn't have to mean that's what you're going to be. Good morning, Bruce. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much, Queens, New York. And I know we have New Orleans in the house. Come on now, somebody. You got to make up in your mind that your imagination, it is free. West Helena, Arkansas in the house. Your imagination is free. So if you do not have images of where you want to be versus where you are, that's nobody's fault but yours, because can't nobody take that away from you. You can't nobody. The one thing we have control over is our thinking. Come on now, somebody. Welcome. So glad for you to be here, Memphis, Tennessee. You know, it says, in the book that I read, as a man thinketh, as a man thinketh, as a man thinketh, as a woman thinketh, so is she. You don't have to think that you are not loved and you're not enough. Baby, I am enough. I don't care how loud I am. I don't care how fast I talk. I don't care this, that, and the third. You got to make up in your mind that as I think it, so am I. I am not poor, but I am rich. Indiana in the house. Thank you so much for joining. You got to know that you have control over what you think. It does not matter. Awesome. I'm reading that same book. Yes. It doesn't matter about what other people think of you. We got Maryland in the house. Delaware. Come on now, somebody. You got to make up in your mind. It doesn't matter about what somebody else think about you. It's what you think about you. It doesn't matter what they say. It matters what you say about you. So you have to get out of this impoverished mindset of your thinking. Because if you're not rich nowhere else, you should be rich in your head. You should be rich in your imagination. You should be rich in your images, because you would, if you can think it. Oh, this is good to me, y'all. If you can think it, that you can have it. Everything that I've ever had, I thought about it first. Everything that you have is created twice. Walking in the deep, coach. Oh, come on now, somebody. Everything that the house that I live in, I imagine it first. I was in this house. Come on now, somebody. I was in this house before I was in this house. When I went to looking for a house, I didn't go looking for no house. I came back to this house. I had twirled around in the rooms. I knew what I can do in each space. So when I was tired of walking in mud, because I had a house that had a brick foundation as the driveway, I said, I'm going back to that same place. I'm going to the person that's selling the house. And she didn't want to sell it a year or so before, but I said, that's my house. I had already imagined what room was going to be mine, how I was going to have my bed, and what I was going to do to the living room, and how I was going to do the kitchen. But you got to be rich in your imagination first. You would never have money in your bank account that you can't have in your head first. Because see, you won't even be able to accept your riches. Because see, if you own this frequency to think that $10 is all you can do and $100 is all you can do, you would never be able to get to 1,000, 10,000. You would never be able to get to 100,000, a million. You would never be able to get to those numbers. But you got to be able to believe that it's possible. You got to believe that it is possible. As a man thinketh, so is he. Good morning. Good morning, Sister Gibson. Thank you so much for joining. As a man thinketh, so is he. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Are you thinking that you fat and ugly? Are you thinking that you're not smart enough? Are you thinking, come on now, somebody, listen to me. You got to get to a point that you realize and you recognize that you know what you are thinking, and your thoughts can defeat you. They can deplete you, and they can make you feel like you're deleted. But you want your thoughts to take you to a whole nother level. What are you thinking? Don't think that you can't be in no happy marriage. Don't think that you're not smart enough, that you're not enough, that you're not like everybody else. You're thinking on the wrong frequency, because you wasn't supposed to be like nobody else. I'm made in the image of God. I wasn't made in your image. I don't have to sound like you. I don't have to walk like you, talk like you. I don't have to be like you. But one thing that I could be, I can be me. Oh, I can be a great me. I will be a lousy you. I'm a lousy you, but I'm a great me. I'm a great me. See, you got to stop believing that what somebody said is your truth. What somebody said is their opinion. You are fearfully and wonderfully made in his image. What are you thinking? You got to start thinking that I come from abundance, so I'm going to live in abundance. He said that I come to give you life, and not just give you life, but I come to give you life and to give it to you more abundantly. You got to stop thinking on the frequency of the devil, because see, he said he come to steal, kill, and destroy. See, he want to take your dreams. He want to kill you. He want to kill your hope. But I want you to have an imagination where people will think you crazy for thinking what you thinking. I want you to have an imagination where people will think you crazy, that you are healed and you still going to the doctor. I want you to have an imagination that you have everything that you need. Good morning, Anterica. Thank you so much for joining. I saw your message and I'll respond as soon as I hang up. You got to have an imagination realizing that it's not what I see, but it's what I think. Come on now, somebody. It's what I think. It don't matter about what I see. See, you looking at your eyes, but you really don't have your vision. Your vision is in your mind and not at your eyeballs. Y'all not going to talk to me today. Your vision, it got to be in your heart. Your vision got to be in your emotion. See, you trying to see with your eyes. You looking at your bank account and the numbers don't look right. But you got to have an imagination that things are coming. They're lining up. They're in alignment. Things are the way you want them, not the way they are. See, if you got to think it. You got to think it. You got to tell yourself, I am healed, I'm delivered, I'm happy, I'm set free, I am worry free. One of the things I have on my vision board, I said the biggest joy that I have is knowing that I'm doing things that I've always wanted to do. That's what I tell myself every day. The biggest joy that I have is knowing that I am doing what I've always wanted to do. Come on now, somebody. I'm in the right place this morning. That's right. Good morning, Brittany. You got to make up in your mind that it ain't what they said. It ain't what you see. It's what you imagine. You got to imagine the life that you want. Don't live this defeated life. Don't live this defeated life. See, I speak life into myself, and everything that you have is going to be created twice. Before you get the car, you're going to see the car in your head. Before you get the house, before you get the wife, before you get the husband, before your bank account get to bouncing. See, your bank account is not just going to bounce. It's going to have to bounce in your head to say that it's going to come. And when you imagine it, the things that need to happen to make your imagination become your reality, it's going to line up. The people going to line up. Come on now, somebody. Good morning, Missionary Jackson. Thank you so much for joining. You will say, I don't know why they bless me. It ain't your problem to know why they bless you. You got to know that you had an imagination and somebody had to make it happen. God is going to make happen what he said he's going to make happen. As a man thinketh, so is he. So is he. So is she. See, you got to stop thinking. See, I think sometimes we say, I'm okay. Or you say, I'm good. I'm okay. But I'm just making it day to day. No, you're not going to say you're making it day to day. Baby, I am healed by his stripes. Good morning, Dr. Lorraine. Thank you so much for joining. I don't know what made me click on this, but I needed to hear this. Good morning, Joe. So glad you made it. Come on now, somebody. You got to make up in your mind that as I think it. See, sometimes you have to talk to yourself. Don't listen to what people say. Oh, don't talk to yourself. Oh, come on now, somebody. Sometimes we'll say, you better not talk to yourself. You better not talk to you. If talking to yourself will get your mojo going, baby, you talk to yourself, because I talk to mine all the time. I say I'm a money magnet. Money gonna come to me from different channels. It's gonna be cash out, PayPal. It's gonna be grants, sponsorships, partnerships. Come on now, somebody. You got to think about what you want. Don't limit yourself in your thinking. You're not in poverty in your life. You're in poverty in your mind. And I know somebody say, oh, it's hard. See, we get all these cliches and you say, it's easier said than done. Try it. Come on now, somebody. Can you just try it? When you just try it, what I learned is nothing that is said in the book of God, if it wasn't possible, he wouldn't have said it. He's not going to tell us to do. See, he didn't come to make us fail. That's the enemy's job. He said that he come, John 10:10, that he come to steal, kill, and destroy us. God said that he come to give us life more abundantly. He wants us. He said that I am the provider of all your need. I'm Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Nisi, Jehovah Rapha. Just try it and see, does it not work? See, you said, oh, it was just a coincidence. I don't know why they did. You know why they did it? Because you thought they was dead. Have you ever thought about that you was thinking about somebody and they called you? Have you thought about that, you was thinking about somebody and you happened to see them? Because you imagine. Did you hear what I said? Good morning, Marvella. You was thinking about a person as a man thinking. You was thinking about a thing and the thing happened. You was thinking. And see, we'll tell ourselves because we don't understand the concept. So we'll say if it's not one thing, it's another. But see, you was thinking that something else was going to already happen while you was going through one thing. You was already expecting another thing. It don't just work for blessings. It works for curses. So you have to be mindful of the things that you think. You have to be mindful of the things that you say. You have to be mindful. Good morning, Marvella. Thank you so much for joining. You got to be mindful of the things that you do, because what you do and what you say and what you do and what you say and how you act, it can impact you either negatively or positively. As a man thinketh, so is he. As a man thinketh, so is he. So it's no coincidence that you was thinking about that person. They was on your mind. You was praying for them. You was thinking that something was wrong with them. And when you finally got a chance to talk to them, you found out they were sick. You found out that they had a diagnosis. You found out that they was going through. It was because God had put them on your mind. Think it. As a man thinketh. Come on now, somebody. Go with me. As a man thinketh. So we got to get out of poverty in our mind. If you're ever going to get out of that situation in your life, if you're ever going to be debt-free, bondage-free, if you're ever going to be happy, you're going to have to stop thinking sad thoughts. If you're ever going to stop feeling lonely, it's about what you think. Good morning, Conway. Thank you so much for joining. You're going to have to stop believing that you're living a defeated defeated life. It doesn't matter how young you are, how old you are. It doesn't matter about, what's going on in the economy, because we have the power in our imagination to create our own economy. And when you put in enough time, when you put in enough effort, when you get enough images in your head, you'll say, you know what? I will not fail. I will not fail. I tell myself that, I would give my plans to the Lord, and he's going to work on them things. He's going to work on the things that I need. God is the provider for everything that I need. Good morning, Sandra. Thank you so much for joining. As a man thinketh, do you think hurtful things over yourself? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? I got to get ready to get out of here. But your thoughts is controlling your life. Your thoughts is controlling your life. Your thoughts is controlling how you feel. Your thoughts is controlling whether you're happy, whether you're sad, whether you're up, whether you're down. Your thoughts. Because when you say in your mind that today is going to be a great day, I don't care what happened. It doesn't matter. Today is going to be a great day. You can claim what you want by your thoughts. Yes, Lord, thank you for the word on today. Amen. As a man thinking, what are you thinking? When you go out of your door today, if you've already left out, don't think that something's going to happen. You said, I just had it on my mind. Something's going to happen. Ain't nothing happening but good things happening. Nothing happening to me today but positive things. I don't care what the thing is. You can make a determination that this thing is not going to kill me. This thing is not going to take me down. I got a concept. I said good thing, bad thing. Who knows? Because you can always find the good in anything. You take the lesson and you leave the pain, but you learn what you thought because you can bring it to your reality. So when things are not working out in your life, you check your thinking. You need to be conscious. You need to be intentional. You need to be purposeful and say, why am I thinking that? Why am I thinking that? Why am I thinking that I'm not good enough? Why am I thinking that I'm broke? Why am I thinking that I'm sick and not healed? Why am I thinking that? Control your thoughts. You have control over that. Can't nobody control what you're thinking. Can't nobody control what you're thinking. So I'm getting ready to get out of here. Look. Put some images in your head where you can imagine yourself living the life of your dream. Living the life of your dream. I'm getting ready to get out of here. You take the lesson and you leave the pain. You take the lesson and leave the pain. You learn along the way. What don't work, don't quit. You try something different. The definition of insanity is trying the same thing over and over and over, thinking you're going to get a different result. You got to do something different. You got to think something different. It is time for us. We have over and over and over again in our lives. We continue to, I put out a post day before yesterday. I said, at some point in life, we should be ready to make a different decision. You should just be tired of the foolishness. You should be tired of being broke. You should be tired of being lonely, sad, and defeated and feeling like life is walking all over you. You got to make up in your mind that I'm ready to live. I've done all that I can. I've done for other people. I am ready to live. Look, I'm getting ready to get out of here. I need you to share this out. I need you to share this out because somebody else needs to hear this. Again, if you're just coming on here, we're getting ready to kick off Empowerment 8. If you want to work with me, join my circle. Empowering 8 Inner Circle. We're kicking off the first Thursday in August. But you want to lock in your spot because it's limited to 8 people. This is not no scarcity tactic. It's 8 people. That's it. 8 people where you're going to have some one-on-one time with Coach O. So if you like this fire here in the morning, get connected with the Empowering 8 Inner Circle. If you want to join, let me know. You can comment in the comments, inbox me, lock in your spot because 8 is 8. It's just 8. Okay, so look, if you're new to me, this is your girl, Coach O, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated. I'm known as your procrastination strategist. I'm known as your behavior change expert, where I help you to change I will help you to stop procrastinating, get your dreams out of your head into your life. And look, you see, I got on my shirt today. I'm provoked to take action. I can't keep sitting around. I'm not going to sit around. You better stop. I shouldn't tell you what you better do. Shouldn't tell you what you better do. I see you, Belinda. I'm not going to tell you what you better do, but I'm going to tell you what you ought to do. You ought to stop allowing people to have you feeling like you are defeated. Live the life of your dream. Look, y'all, I gotta go. My grandbaby calling. Gotta go. Talk to you later.